Hello. Today I'm going to talk about the open collections from the University of British Columbia, which is a very large collection of documents of different sorts available to the public online in digital format. You can read them online and download them. There are over 243,000 different documents available in this collection through UBC. Uh, some of the more interesting things for people living on the Sunshine Coast are the historical newspaper collection. There are almost 54,000 different newspapers, historical newspapers, accessible online. These newspapers date from 1859 all the way up to 1995. And if you're interested in local history, there are some papers from the Sunshine Coast. They include the Sunshine Coast News, the Coast News, and the Peninsula Times. There are also many other papers that have stories about Powell River, and there are thousands of individual stories and references to Powell River in these papers. So if you're interested in doing some historical research, it's a great database. There's also BC Historical Books, 2,410 different historical books, and they date from 1777 to 1838. They're very interesting historical books. So if you're a historian or you're just curious to see what kind of books were made or written about this part of the world back in the late 1700s, early 1800s, you've got things like travel literature, explorers, annual reports and correspondence from officials, pamphlets, legislation from government. So if you're a historian or you're just curious, check it out. There's lots of interesting things from BC history there. There's also a very large collection, many thousands of pictures of rare historical BC photos. They date from the 1850s all the way up to the 1950s. Not necessarily Powell River, but BC historical photos. If you're interested, there are some pretty neat ones and you can browse through them all. Lastly, there are thousands of UBC academic publications, theses, and dissertations. So if you're interested in local academic research, again, access that database and it's all freely accessible and downloadable. If you have any questions about accessing or using the UBC Open Collections or any tech questions in general, let me know. My email is mmerlino, mmerlino, @prpl.ca. Thank you.